Trent Williams maybe wants an extension. Jeremy Fowler was talking about this over the weekend about Trent Williams. He's got 3 years left on his deal. But there are some whispers around some in the industry that he may want a new deal eventually.
How many left?
He's got 3 years left. He's due $22 million in cash. Still the best left tackle, 35 years old. Still playing at a high level, although the Super Bowl, had us all scratching our heads. Extending Trent Williams? Is that what we're going to right now? We're going to extend Trent Williams after all this?
And he's had ankle injuries to end almost every season, too.
Come on, man.
He's too old.
So, the 49ers should rename themselves the San Francisco Extensions. Everyone wants an extension, and I get it. Everyone does. Not only does Ayuk want an extension, now you're telling me Trent Williams, who just got extended, or I guess re-signed in free agency. You got Aaron Banks, who wants one next year at some point. Hufanga, who's going to be a free. I do that just every time. Who's going to be a free agent? Greenlaw, who is going to be a free agent. Charvarius Ward is already talking extension. He's set to be a free agent. Diamond Lenore, your other starting corner, he's set to be a free agent. The 49er extensions. I mean, they should just be rebranded. It should just be a giant bag with a quill pen. Sign on the dotted line.
He's going to be 36 on July 19th this year. That's a good thing, though, if he wants an extension, because the rumblings were this was going to be his last year, everyone kind of thought. Everyone was kind of saying, you know what, I don't know. This is our championship window, right? Our star left tackle, Trent Williams. If we don't win it all this year, he's going to move on. Well, now it's looking like he wants to stay here for a while. Isn't that good?
And I think it frees up cap. Frees up some short-term cap relief. So
it is funny, though, is it not?
I mean, hey, get your money, man. Get your money. I will never, ever, ever, ever hate on a player wanting to get his money. I can't do it. And being a father now and living in the Bay Area and having big boy bills, I don't blame anybody for selfishly wanting to get their money. The hell with that. Go get your bag. If you got to be selfish about it, be selfish about it. Like, in this situation, if Odyssey said they had a certain budget, and Joe Shashley out there was like, well, I got to get my bag. I got to get mine. I don't care about any other. I would not hate on that. Go get your bag, player. Go get your money. It's the price of doing business. It's the price of having a plethora of stars.
I might draw the line at this one. I love you, Trent. You just got paid. I mean, come on. We're acting like it'd be one thing if he's making $5 million and he's the best left tackle in the game. Like, I believe he's still making top 3 money at the position.
I mean, I think he still is like the best left tackle in the game statistically.
No, I know, but he's also compensated as such.
Well, he wants more.
Want more. Hey, how about this?
Are they in a position to tell him no? That's the other thing.
Probably not.
Leverage-wise, you want me to hold out? You really want me to hold out?
How's Brock going to look?
Yeah, we saw how Brock looked.
Really
17. That was a 3-game losing streak without Trent Williams. Mm-hmm. We saw how Brock looked. We started making excuses that he couldn't throw in the rain. And we started praying, boy, please no rain. Please no rain. Brock can't throw in the rain. Please no rain, on top of Trent Williams not blocking and not being available. We saw how that looked.
Everyone knows he's good. I'm fatigued with the extension talk. God darn it. I mean, the Niners have so many good players, and everyone wants to get paid. It's a byproduct of how successful they are. But, I mean, geez Louise.
You love talking money. I love talking money, too.
Really quick, over the next couple of years, Trent Williams set to make a base salary of $20 million next year, $22.5 in 2025, and then in 2026, his age 38 season, he is due to make $32.2 million.
Whoo!
So that's his numbers over the next 3 years when, he'll be 36, 37, and 38, playing not just one of the most demanding positions in football, but one of the most demanding positions in all professional sports.
There you go. Protecting the blind side. Protect the blind side.
Like, if you extend him, what? Is he saying, extend me into my 40s? Like, is he be 41 years old, still blocking Brock's blind side? Can he do that?
Jason Peters has been doing it forever.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yes. Big Trent, he loves playing under Kyle Shanahan, too. Loves this offense. You see him hugging Nick Bosa last week in mandatory minicamp. And that's one thing. Trent Williams has never come to minicamps. He was out there in Santa Clara.
Because he's
Look
like,
at
look,
Big Texas.
you see how McCaffrey went about it? If I just show up, I'll get broken off. You know, but it is
Talk
fun.
about
We can
big-
laugh a little. I know you're making your point about everyone get paid. I get what you're saying. But come on. I mean, geez Louise. Everybody wants to. Literally, Charvarius Ward's talking about it. Dialma Lenore's being asked about it, which is the media's job. Drake Greenlaw, we were questioning whether he might be a cap casualty cuts because of the Achilles injury. Hufanga is also a guy who's like, I don't know, in the final year of my contract, Aaron Banks could get extended. Ayuk's talking money. We're talking already about Deebo Samuel. It's just great. Like the whole entire team has got their hand out.
Welcome to life in the NFL.
That's true.
Life in the NFL where you could be hurt on any given play.
Who is not asking for an extension?
Right now, Brock Purdy.
He can't. He literally
Deebo
can't.
Samuel right now is asking for. I am happy with Brock Purdy. If Deebo Samuel asked, what if Deebo walked in and said, "Hey, I would like to get extended too"? What did you guys say to that? What did you guys say to
I'm drawing
that?
the line at Ricky Pearsall. If Ricky Pearsall comes in and says
Jake Moody,
he has to get Jake Moody. I mean, you want to talk about the storyline that he wouldn't go away last year.
This is a good point, though.
Kicked the longest field goal for 5 minutes in Super Bowl history.
This is a great point, though, for
What's
the
that?
650, our boy Oscar DPA, who could be our Doobie Award winner for Xfinity Mobile Texter of the Year. If the Niners weren't offering players extensions, that would mean they've been bombing the draft. This means they've been drafting well.
I just said that. I was like, this is a byproduct of how successful they've been.
suffering from success.
Exactly. Like it's just a good, but it is almost like, oh my God, everybody wants to get extended.
Trent Williams 510. Trent did say since he's come to San Francisco, he's found a fountain of youth. So there it is.
Is Balco still around? What's going on here?
Well,
he is. Look, the reality is this. The reality is this. Joe Staley was an amazing left tackle. I would argue that in our lifetime, Trent Williams has been, and we've had some really good ones. Harris Barton, who was an awesome left tackle.
Steve Wallace.
He was the right tackle, but yes, like
He played a little left sometimes.
originally drafted to stop Lawrence Taylor. But I'm telling you, he has been the best left tackle in 49er in my lifetime, the last 40 years at the position. There's no doubt about it. He's the gold standard. He's amazing. Athleticism, power, strength. Just the full package. There's no doubt about it. He's the perfect fit for what they want to do. I'm just laughing at it like, my goodness. I mean, everybody wants an extension.
Hey.
Business is booming.
Business is booming. Business is booming big time here. So Trent Williams wants more money. Klay Thompson's going to want some money elsewhere. And evolving. Again, 888-957-9570. We get back to the Giants and something Mike Bassick said last Friday about the San Francisco Giants. Okay, Draymond Green, how does this make Warrior fans? We always say we want
Can I ask you a
Steve
question about
Kerr
the Niners?
Go ahead.
Before we switch, because I know you want to switch. I know. How much of these guys wanting money is the fact that the Niners haven't won a title yet?
No idea. I don't think that matters much at all.
You don't think that if they won a title, more people would be like, I'm just going to... Not that they're not going to want to get paid.
If they won a title, they'd all want to get paid more. We're champions now.
You think
Take care
that?
of me. Take care of me. That's how I would think. I don't think it has anything to do whether or not they want to title. You're just looking at your shelf life in the NFL, your opportunity to get paid. How many opportunities do you get to get paid? That's how I look at it. You don't have a big window to get paid. You don't get leverage.
You don't think more would be on board for, taking a slight haircut if they knew they were going to get, back to back or because I do feel like the Chiefs have that and the Warriors have this where it's like, hey, either you're down to get titles or you're down to get paid. It's one or the other.
Well, first of all, who's taking the pay cuts in Kansas City? Is it Kelsey or Mahomes?
Mahomes just took one.
Yeah, but he's also getting all that money. He's getting $500 million.
I know, but he did just
he's getting $500 million. You can restructure, turn it into guaranteed money. He's getting every single cent. Believe that.
Well,
Mahomes is getting $500 million for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a little easier with the quarterback, and you're getting all this money. You could work with other things, knowing that, hey, this makes my life better, and I'm going to make this money up because a lot of that money gets turned into guaranteed money.
So you think the Super Bowl or the lack of title is non-relevant in the equation of asking for more money?
I personally don't see any correlation there, but I could be wrong.
It just seems for me like these guys are asking for like we've won a Super Bowl money when they haven't won anything yet. I don't know. That's just how I look at it.
No. It's getting my money because I'm looking around the league seeing where other players are getting paid at these same positions. And I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. These players aren't winning. These players aren't going to the playoffs. They're not playing for NFC championship games, nor are they playing for Super Bowls. We are. So compensate us like that. That's how I see it. And then again, in the NFL, not for long, where you can be cut on any given day and not getting all that money, you got to strike while the iron's hot. You do in the NFL. So I don't blame anybody for wanting extensions, wanting new money, and I'm not sure how much it has to do with rings or lack of rings. I don't know how big of a deal it is if you haven't won. If they did win, would people be taking haircuts? Like, so for example, Travis Ward, if they did win the Super Bowl, he'd probably want to get paid now. Probably want to get paid now, right?
Yeah.
Extend it now.
Yeah. But I do think they're on just on a small level. Like, yes, everyone wants to make the most they possibly can. But if you know you can have legacy attached to also making a lot of money, I think a lot of people are willing to sacrifice just a little. Not a lot. We're not talking $10 million. I'm not talking but a little. Yeah, a little. I mean, even KD did that.
What did he give away? $1 or $2 million?
But that's what we're talking about. Right. Like right now, Trent Williams is set to be this year, the average salary. He's at fourth most in the league at left tackle. Penei Sewell is at $28 million. Tunsil, 25. Thomas, 23. Trent, 23. He's like $1 million or $2 million off of AAV for that particular contract, right? So like, hey, multiple time Super Bowl champion, Trent Williams. He's willing to take a little bit less so that we can have one more offensive lineman.
In this hypothetical, Odyssey has a certain cap, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you want to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying, hey, we got to pay Bonte too.
Mm-hmm. But if I get the next best, and I love you, Sam, if I get the best producer in the country for, and I take a little less and I get the best staff around, like I can hire one more person to be back there, that would be something I would consider. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would not. If I was in a position to get paid and we knew we had a cap.
Yeah.
And I know that you're getting, and they got to pay you, I'm getting what I got to do to get mine for my family.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sacrificing.
But we're not asking like
dollars.
you're taking half your salary. We're saying, let's say you get 100%, but of that 100%, if you take 97%, okay, and then you could spread some of that wealth to help the show out totality wise, I would do that.
See, I feel like I could make up that 3% with the show.
Okay.
And figure out a way to overcompensate for that 3%.
I appreciate you being honest.
I'm not giving up that.
I appreciate you being honest.
But in that aspect, players too, when they're talking about Brandon Ayuk, they understand this is a business, and Ayuk may not ever have an opportunity to get a big-time deal as the one he's going to get right now, whether it's from the 49ers or anybody else. You might not get that opportunity ever again. So you got to cash in. You got to cash in and do what you need to do for you and yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody else is going to look out for you. If you get hurt, you don't get that contract, and people are going to start donating. Hey, Trent Williams, here's $1 million, Ayuk. I know you didn't get your big bag, but here's a little $1 million. I'm going to help you out here. Nobody's doing that.
Well, I just look at it from like our normal work-life levels, like $10,000 raise, right? Let's say you're making the average person's making $100,000. $10,000 is a lot proportionately to your salary. But once you do divide it by 52, divide by like 60% because how much you're actually taking home, it's really only like $100 and something bucks a week. You know what I mean? It's really not that big of a life-altering thing. Now scale that up to make it $25 million. $1 million less really isn't changing. I mean, it's just not. It's not changing their lives.
Time for the league.